Hello, my friends. Welcome back to round 5 of the War of '04. And have we got a match for you? Coming back from his earlier loss, we have Robin Schulz back at it now at 3-1, looking like having a good shot at that top 8. And on the other side, we have Joshua Richards playing a pretty interesting deck. You want to tell us a bit about it, Evan?
Joshua is playing a deck that our good friend of the stream, Jimmy Ballard, is sure to be excited about. He is playing Thundercats. This is a Gorebyss Mewtwo EX deck. Cara, what does Mewtwo EX even do? I've never heard of the card before.
Well, if you know that classic movie promo Mewtwo, you might remember its energy absorption attack. And Mewtwo EX, same thing, energy absorption. We're gonna be charging up psychic energy from the discard into play,
Yes.
and then using that energy in play to fire off big attacks from Mewtwo, and of course from that Gorebyss.
Yes. So
Now, a bit of a
Mewtwo,
stumble
it's
though from a bit of a stumble from our Gorebyss player, a Magnemite and a Skitty in play, and not much else.
so I believe this deck does not even probably does not even play Dunsparce.
I don't think it does. I think it wants to try to lead with that Mewtwo, because if you can get a turn 1 energy absorption, it runs that 4 copies of Juggler to discard cards.
That's so
There's a chance
interesting.
you could fire off very big attacks as early as turn 2. That Mewtwo has that 60 damage Cyburn attack. That does a lot of damage if you're doing it in the first couple turns of the game.
Yes. So the problem that we see right now is that we see neither a Mewtwo nor a Clamperl on the bench. So Joshua is already about a turn behind. We'll have to see if Robin is able to get a quicker start or if it'll be just as slow.
Robin has. Oh, there we go. Robin, I was trying to do a thing. We see our first energy drop of the game, and we just see a collect for 1. So Robin is a little bit slow as well. But let's see if Joshua has anything to offer.
Yeah, interesting situation here.
Oh, you hate to see it. We see just the naked Oracle.
What do you even Oracle for in this scenario? Do you get
Uh,
Juggler? Do you get
it's
Copycat?
gonna it's gonna depend on what is in their hand, and we can't see it. But if they have a couple energy, I would love to see a Juggler here. But that said, I think if they had the energy, they would be discarding it. So,
I would also agree, or at the very least attaching so you can
oh,
retreat later.
Oracle and pass.
All right. Well,
Oh,
we will have to see what Joshua queued up on top of this deck. Probably hoping it's a copycat after seeing Robin with an 11 card hand, which I think goes down to 10 after he discards something off this TV reporter. So now the question is, can Robin get anything going? Rainbow Energy to the discard, very intriguing. So
that tells me that Robin has plenty of energy in that hand now after drawing some cards.
yeah, but why wouldn't you discard a basic so that way you can use Overheat? Well, there's the basic. Valuing 10 HP more than an Overheat play later. Okay, Joshua gets the
Okay,
Delcatty into the
so
draw.
they oracled the Delcatty on top, holding the energy in hand. That's a smart play. I like that. Here comes the Clamperl, so they're actually starting to get some stuff now. Hopefully, it's not too late. And here's another Oracle.
Oracle. Okay. For a deck that's touted as being aggressive, Magma has not done anything yet this game. So Joshua certainly is not out of it yet.
No, there's still certainly time.
2004 is a format where you don't just lose the game on turn 2.
No, sometimes, as we saw, you lose the game on turn like 38.
It's a very interesting dichotomy. Much slower, much grindier, but you can certainly have games that end fast. We've been hearing about multiple donks throughout the day. We saw a couple one-sided games on our own, pretty quick ones. Commiserations again to Odysseus.
The problem is sometimes if you just don't open that Dunsparce, you are just not getting set up in time. And we're seeing on Josh's side what happens if you don't have the Dunsparce. Doesn't run Dunsparce in the deck at all, and we are having such a slow time getting those basics down. Now we have 2 Clam Pearls, so that's going to be good. But
And
We'll see how far the Snap Pearl can go.
chooses instead to use those dual balls, and they got one heads last time, but we haven't seen any of the played yet. Double reversal tails now for Robin. Speaking of coin flips, wonder what they were going for there.
Yeah, I wonder if they have like the pulverized lined up and they're just trying to pick off the Delcatty. It's either that or maybe they were trying to take out the Clam Pearl, but I have to guess either way that they're holding a Magma Energy and trying to pulverize.
And
oh, never mind. They had the energy, that Magma switch, and then a Briny. So there's the Magma ready to go. That Magnemite's going to go down, and it's going to be up to Joshua to find a way to respond.
Cara, it's not going down. Power Saver is preventing Groudon from attacking.
Oh my goodness. Yes, the Power Saver. I forgot all about that.
So we know Robin has the Numble in hand, but he's going to need another Magma Pokemon on this bench.
Oh, yeah, the Power Saver so rarely comes up because Magma fills up that bench so quickly. But that Groudon cannot attack unless there are, what, 4 Magma Pokemon in play at least?
I believe it's at least 4. So was this calculated move from Robin, or was it perhaps a blunder? Wow, and a pass! He did not have the 4th Magma Pokemon. Cara, this is a huge blunder from Robin. Can Joshua capitalize?
Let's see. You know, that Oracle that they played last turn, the Magnetic Field now, they're set up now. They have their engine. The question is, can they get that energy in play? You know, if I am in Joshua's position right now, I don't think I hate a Mewtwo EX play right now. Now it's a little risky that Claydol's there, but I think there's a low chance that if a Mewtwo EX does an energy absorption, that it gets knocked out.
Yeah, so Mewtwo EX with that psychic weakness in this format. Oh wow, a draw pass from Joshua? Where
that doesn't make sense to me.
Are there no basic energy?
Last turn.
I think Josh has no basic energy in the discard pile.
Did they make a mistake with their Oracle choice then?
Oh my goodness!
And then just immediately that Groudon energy and a knockout on the Magneton. I think that was a big mistake from Joshua.
Wow, pain on both sides of the board here, and oh man, Joshua's board is looking quite scary, and not in a good way.
Now we're seeing that Magma deck in full effect. Here's the Mewtwo, but we have a fully built Groudon, another Groudon ready to go. We're starting to see that classic Magma pressure.
Yeah,
and just a pass with an active Clam Pearl that's going to have to eat a Pulverize. You hate to see it if you are the Gorebyss player. Still only 1 energy in play. We're not threatening a Mystic Water anytime soon.
No, not at all. And historically, Gorebyss has a bit of a tough time against Magma anyway, due to the fact that Magma isn't helping your damage numbers at all. And Groudon's a 1 prizer that can sometimes one-shot your Gorebyss.
You know, that's probably also the reason that Robin chose to discard that Rainbow Energy, not wanting to give that Gorebyss an extra 10 points of damage to the Mystic Water.
You are very right. I think that's it, because that Rainbow becomes a 20 damage swing now.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, geez. Well, the second Groudon's starting to get powered up again. If you're Robin, do you just bash into the Clam Pearl, or is there a world where you start trying to pick off maybe this Delcatty or this Mewtwo?
If you have the reversal, I could see a world where you try to eat the Delcatty. If you have the Desert Ruins, maybe you start softening up the Mewtwo. And yeah, it does choose to soften up the Mewtwo. So
yes, Mewtwo does have 100 HP.
That's actually a really good play, because now that Mewtwo is effectively cut off from energy absorption, if they go for an energy absorption line, that Groudon can pulverize, and if there's a Desert Ruins, that Mewtwo's going down. So just that one linear attack essentially shuts off the threat of the Mewtwo.
Yeah, I think this is a great choice. We know that Joshua's not putting on pressure anytime soon, and like you said, Desert Ruins or a special Dark Energy or a Strength Charm, plenty of ways for a Groudon to swing for 80 onto that Mewtwo now. And oh geez, okay, so we're getting Elm for Gorebyss. I'm really hoping that the Mystery Zone didn't put the Gorebyss back into the deck.
Oh no. I think we're going to see the energy absorption here.
Oh dear.
Does Joshua does Joshua not see the pulverized threat, or do they have something cooking?
At the very least, I'm wondering why they didn't use energy draw. Is energy absorption really that important that you would rather use it than draw 3 cards off Delcatty?
Yeah, I don't know what is going through Joshua's mind right now, but they are going for the energy absorption, so they must feel relatively safe.
Okay,
Yep,
here we
here it
go.
is. But Robin has so many ways to punish this play with a Groudon. Just a single Darkness energy coming down on this Groudon right now is a knockout. An energy plus a Desert Ruins plus a Strength Charm.
Well, yeah, and with that Claydol Magma switch, you don't even need the attachment from hand to pull off a Strength Charm or a Desert Ruins play. And
That's so true.
even if it's not a knockout this turn, I'm sure Robin's totally happy using a Pulverize for 70 onto this Mewtwo, leave it with 10 left, and say, sure, do you want to attack with this?
Yeah, you can attack, but I can slam a Desert Ruins, linear attack something on the bench.
There we
Yep,
go.
and they're just hitting for that 90, letting that Mewtwo live, and then putting the choice in Joshua's hands. Are you going to Cyburn? Are you going to retreat? If you retreat, you know that Mewtwo's just ready to give up 2 prizes anytime.
And if you retreat, it costs 3 energy, so you'd probably have to play like a copy of Switch or Warp Point. I do want to
Notably,
go ahead.
notably, there are no good ways to get this Mewtwo out of play. Now there is Pokemon Nurse is in the format. If Joshua's running that card, they could heal that Mewtwo, but you can't Briny a Pokemon EX. So that Mewtwo EX is going to stay in play. And
And we
if
see a Cyburn. Cyburn
if
here
they're-
from Mewtwo doing 60 to this Groudon. So Joshua is saying, well, I guess I'm here. I might as well do damage. Clearly, this Gorebyss is not working out whatsoever. We have not seen
Oh.
a single one in play yet.
are we going to see a Briny? We saw there's the Briny. Yep.
Wow.
Now I wonder if Robin's going to do the same thing and linear attack the benched Mewtwo now.
That sounds like a phenomenal play.
The one thing I don't want to do is attack into this Mewtwo EX. Like, you can, and it's not the worst, but knowing that Mewtwo EX is just a Desert Ruins prize away at any point in the game, I don't really want to give that up by attacking and taking those prizes right now.
For what it's worth, all Joshua did last turn was draw and attack. So if you're
Oh.
Robin, I think you see this and you say, wow, your hand must have nothing. I'd rather get the attacking threat off the board.
Nope, and that's what Robin chose to do. They just went for that Pulverize, took 2 prizes, and they are in a healthy lead right now. They have almost all the energy in play on their board. They have 3 Groudon ready to go. They have their energy switch line with Camerupt and Clade all ready to go. And we have not yet seen a Gorebyss hit the field.
No, we have not. And wow, we're point into
Warp
the
Point.
Clam Pearl. This has to be a sacrificial lamb.
Oh, I hate it. I think you mean a sacrificial clam, Evan.
Cara, you are right again. That's straight for the highlight reel.
All right, clip this, chat.
Sacrificial clam coming in from Joshua. Is it enough, though? So, yeah, what do you do if you're Robin? Do you try to attack with this Claydol? Do you switch? Do you just kind of sit here and bide your time? Dark Hand will knock
Their
out.
hand is not going to pick up the knockout unless they match hand sizes because of that exoskeleton.
I believe Dark Hand is if you have more cards in your hand.
Oh, more cards. Okay. You know, I should maybe read cards once in a while.
Well, when you play as much retro as we do, it's, we see thousands of different cards.
Oh, goodness. The number of different decks that I have played. And that is a
That's
concession from Joshua. Robin takes the match, going up to 4-1. That might put them on lock for top 8, even if they lose round 6.
We will have to see. It's a very contentious field out there. We do have to wonder if 4 and X does make top 8. Only time will tell, but Robin putting himself in the best possible position to run it back and defend his current 2004 title. Congratulations to Robin going 4-1. Joshua, commiserations, now down to 3-2, is going to need a win just to try to stay alive in this tournament with Thundercats.